What is up everybody, it is Micah and welcome back to my transition diary. So today marks my 6th week on testosterone. I wish I had like a party popper or something, but I did not come prepared. 6 weeks on T. Hasn't time flown? So I guess this is just another little update of what I've noticed in the last 6 weeks. So I went and got my 3rd testosterone shot today. I'm still on a low dose of sustanon. I have the box. I don't actually have the vial. So this is what I'm on. I'm on sustanon 250. I don't know if you can actually see that or not. So that's what I'm on. So that's 250 milligrams? Micrograms? Whatever. But I'm currently still on a 50 milligram microgram dose. So I'm still at the low end. Either this one or my next one is my last shot on that low 50ml one, and then it gets doubled to 100, so that's exciting. Today's shot hurt, I'll be perfectly honest. The nurse said it was a blunt needle, which is just my luck. Today has just been not a great day for me, so it was just my luck that it started off with a blunt needle. So it hurt a little bit more than usual. It still is a bit tender. It's probably just because, you know, I got stabbed. So I'm still on a low dose, so the changes that I'm noticing are very slow, they're not very apparent, but you know, I'm not expecting huge changes with a low dose. So, well, if you follow my Instagram, and I'm so sorry if you do, you would have seen some very unflattering photos of my face where I was pointing out like, I have hair here and like a little bit here. I would try and like do some like weird close-up thing with the camera right now, but I shaved probably last weekend, so about 4 days ago. It's starting to come back through kind of here. I can feel my face is a bit scratchier, so hopefully I should see some actual facial hair starting to grow. What else have I noticed? Pimples. Oh my god, the pimples. The first time around, my face wasn't particularly pimply. The first time I went through puberty is what I'm meaning there. I didn't have too much issue with spots. I had a few, like I'd get one here all the time, but I get the occasional one right around my nose and kind of like on my chin and stuff. But I'm getting them like all over my face. You can probably see all the nice red bumps, and I've got that nice big red bump right there at the moment, which I keep bumping with my glasses, which isn't helpful. But you know, pimples everywhere, and I'm like constantly doing like face washes and cleansers and like scrubs and just anything I can do to kind of try and cut back on the amount of pimples, but it's just not happening. My skin is just like wants to be bright red all the time, apparently, which is just my luck. So body hair. Ooh. In terms of body hair, I've noticed a little bit of like darker and like extra hair on my arms and on my legs, specifically my thighs, especially because my thighs weren't particularly hairy. My arms have always been quite hairy, and my calves have always been quite hairy. Good old genetics for you. But I've noticed a lot of like darker hairs and a little like extra hairs that kind of in places that they weren't hairy before. So it's quite cool. It's kind of like, hey look, this hair's it's doing something. My voice hasn't really changed, I don't think. I mean, I'll do a little comparison of this is my voice, you know, 6 weeks on testosterone, but on 6 weeks of a low dose of testosterone, so I don't think it's changed that much. My voice has been a bit scratchy and a bit unstable as of late, and I'm not sure if that's just because I'm sick or if something's actually changing. I don't feel sick, so I'm like cautiously optimistic that something's actually happening. I'm not sure. But as of the last like week or so, when I'm talking, my voice kind of drops out, if that makes sense. Like I'll be mid-sentence and it will kind of, I don't know, kind of, I'll be talking, but the noise will stop. I don't know if that's like a thing that happens when your voice breaks, but my voice has been a bit shaky. It's cracking a little bit, not a lot. Like every now and then it'll like, a word will squeak halfway through, but it's nothing major at this point, so I'm kind of putting it down to maybe I'm overthinking things, and maybe I'm like over-analysing my own voice at this point. But I'll do a comparison anyway, so I'll like insert a little clip and I'll see if there is any changes. I don't think there is. My official first day on testosterone. So this is basically my voice and my appearance 3.5 weeks on testosterone. But yeah, this is my voice 6 weeks on testosterone. I suppose the other update is around binding. So I've been binding pretty much full time for about a year and a half. I've been part-time binding before then for like 2 years. I'm all for binding. I love binding, don't get me wrong. It alleviates my chest dysphoria like nothing else. But sometimes binding can suck. So at the moment I'm dealing with the fact that I think I've affected my ribs, which does happen. There is no real way to bind completely safely because you are constricting, you know, your chest. And your ribs are under there, naturally. It would be weird if they were anywhere else. I'm a bit of a hypocrite sometimes when I say make sure to bind safely, you know, don't do this, that and the next thing, you know, don't use ace bandages, don't use tape, don't use, you know, whatever. But I always have used underworks binders. I'm a bit of a brand loyalist to that particular brand of binder, mostly because they're so strong, because I have a ridiculously sized chest. I can't bind as safely as I'd like to bind. I work, you know, 40 hours a week, and I'm often out of work late. So I pretty much put a binder on from like 7 o'clock in the morning until like 6, 7 o'clock at night. So that's like over 12 hours. You're not really supposed to bind for more than 8, but my work day is 8 hours. So there's no way I can not bind for longer, which is unfortunate, but it's just the kind of what I have to deal with because I can't not bind at work. I'm out at work. I can't face the world without a binder on anymore. So I have to wear a binder longer than I'm supposed to. I try and take breaks, like I try and avoid going out on the weekend if I can. Not because I'm not social, because I don't have things to do. I have both of those things. You know, I'm both of those things. I'm busy and I have a life. But I try and not to. Specifically so I can spend the weekend without my binder on. It sucks, but it's just, I am giving myself a break. But lately, and by lately I mean in the last kind of week and a half, I've noticed if I turn a certain way or lie a certain way, my ribs are killing me. So I've probably done something to them. I need to get it looked at some point very soon because it's not going away. I was hoping maybe I just like bruised it or something and it would go away, but it seems pretty persistent. But I know what they're going to tell me. They're going to tell me not to bind and they're not, you know, and tell me to take breaks or whatever. But I can't. I just can't do that because I can't go to work without one on. Because I need to have the flat chest because I can't cope with being A, misgendered because it's an instant sign. B, because I literally do not have a bra anywhere near big enough anymore. And my chest has grown significantly since the last time I wore one, so I can't do that either. And then I can't really take time off work either, so there's not really any options. So there's not really any point me getting it looked at, except for the fact that it'll get put down on my records so that maybe I can help along chest surgery. And speaking of chest surgery, I've probably mentioned this in my last transition update, but I am trying to finance going to Florida to get top surgery. So that is hopefully in the pipelines for early next year. So I will be coming to America to get top surgery, which will mean this entire binding thing will be, you know, a thing of the past, which is going to be the best day of my life. But yeah, I'm not really dissing on binding if that's what you're getting from this. I love it. It sucks sometimes because I can't, I mean, this is me personally anyway, because my chest is so large. I tend to struggle with body heat regulation in the summer with them on. They tend to be quite uncomfortable. I've got to the point where I wear a t-shirt underneath my binder now because they pinch and they poke. But that's probably just because I have a really large chest, and there's nothing I can do about that. So I just kind of do the things to minimise it. So I wear a t-shirt, then a binder, and then my work shirt. So that's probably why I can't regulate my body heat very well. But you know, I've got fans. I'll go. But you know, binding is great. Like, it alleviates my chest dysphoria so So I'm not really dissing on binders. When I say they suck, it's just I have days where I just want to like rip it off. I think I've covered everything that I wanted to say, I think. I know that I'll stop this video and I'll edit it and go, oh my god, I forgot something. I have my next appointment at the endocrinologist in mid-July, so he'll get to see my progress and yeah. So that was just a little update on where I am with my transition at 6 weeks. So yeah, that is my update. Quick reminder that I am holding a binder and packer giveaway at the moment. I will link to the video here, and I will also link to it down in the description along with the Instagram post that it's based on. All of my social media links are down in the description as well. If you want to watch my last transition update, you can click right here. You can also click subscribe by clicking that little bubble there. But if you enjoyed that video, please make sure to like and subscribe. You can let me know down in the comments if you want to see anything from me or if you've got any questions. But I hope you enjoyed it. I love you all. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next update.